My bad big rope, and he got a sticker inside that say this model. We gotta move. This is honey gas. That's what we gotta move. But we gotta move. Don't we can move right now. Sorry.
Be considerate. Don't use disabled parking spaces without a decal in your vehicle. This message is brought to you by the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thank you so much for tuning in, but don't go away. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
This 11 o'clock, a review of the outgoing legal year. Convictions are up. Improvements have been made. However, challenges remain. The F&M ratifies 4 more candidates, bringing their count to 28. And we will look back at the inaugural Battle of the High School Pop Bands. The beat goes on. Those stories plus the day's other news this late night, Tuesday, December 16th, 2025.
Bahamas Tonight at 11. The final word starts now.
And it is good to have you with us this late night. I'm Corbell Pyfrom. With only days left in 2025, a review of the outgoing legal year showing significant gains, but also a number of challenges in the administration of justice. Fern Carey tells us tonight that measures are being put in place to enhance the legal system heading into the new year.
Officials at the Department of Public Prosecutions termed the 2025 legal year as very successful. According to Director of Public Prosecutions, Cordell Fraser, there was a significant number of plea agreements completed, essentially clearing the backlog by eliminating the need for the courts to be inundated with criminal trials. The latest figures from the department for January 30th to September 2025 show that 47 plea deals were completed, which means defendants traded a guilty plea for lighter charges or sentences following negotiations between the prosecution and defense. During the opening of the legal year in 2024, Attorney General, the Honorable Ryan Pinder, defended the use of plea agreements as a useful tool to manage the backlog of cases by securing a conviction. Meantime, the DPP also indicated that sexual offenses cases, especially those involving women and children, were given priority this year. She said this approach paid off as hefty sentences were handed down for matters involving minors, with the prison time ranging from 20 years and higher. She also indicated that the sentences show that the courts are adopting a stricter approach when it comes to these cases. Regarding the number of murder convictions this legal year, the DPP says the backlog in pathology reports impacted the number of murder cases, with the stats showing 15 convictions. However, she said the department had great success in the number of armed robbery cases that were completed. Of the 135 matters dealt with this year, there were 21 acquittals, while 51 cases were nollied, which means a prosecutor dropped the case against a defendant, usually due to insufficient evidence, witness issues, or other factors. Now moving into 2026, the DPP says the focus will be on training to ensure that the office maintains a strong performance in the months ahead. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Fern Carey.
To the political arena tonight now, where 4 new candidates have officially joined the Free National Movement's growing slate, adding fresh faces and seasoned political figures to the spectrum as the party builds momentum and sharpens its strategy ahead of the 2026 general election. Here's Desmond Saunders.
The 4 new ratified candidates include Free National Movement Party Chairman Dr. Dwayne Sands for Bamboo Town, Attorney Heather Hunt for Elizabeth, Technology Professional Denari Roll for Pinewood Gardens, and Community Builder Frizette Gibson for Central Grand Bahama. Roll and Gibson are newcomers to frontline politics, while Dr. Sands and Heather Hunt bring years of parliamentary and cabinet experience to the team. Free Nation Movement leader Michael Pintard says a party's strategy is focused on placing the right people in the right constituencies, individuals he believes are capable, compassionate, and results-driven.
At the end of the day, teams look at the board and determine who's best suited where. And so we're happy with the adjustments made.
Recently ratified Bamboo Town candidate and Free National Movement Chairman Dr. Dwayne Sands says teamwork and strategy will be critical moving forward. For Pinewood candidate Denari Roll, addressing long-standing infrastructure issues, particularly flooding in Pinewood Gardens, is at the top of his agenda.
I'm going to be a part of that backbone in Bamboo Town. And as we connect this team, we look forward to having a formidable team of people, whether we look to the south, whether we look to the east, to the west, to the north. And so it's all about strategy.
One of the things I want to do is I envision revitalizing the water, so rather than wasting it, we store it to the tank and we give it back to the residents.
Elizabeth candidate Heather Hunt says her focus will be on listening and strong representation.
I'm committed to continue to walk every day to hear the concerns of the residents, of course represent them fiercely, unashamed, and of course with boldness.
Now, this brings a total number of ratified candidates to 29 as the governing Progressive Liberal Party seeks a second term. Free National Movement leader Michael Pintard says his party is retooling, reshaping, and gearing up for what he calls the big dance on Election Day. Desmond Saunders of Bahamas Tonight. Desmond Saunders.
Here at 11, I will follow up to a story we brought you last night. BTC is pushing back against claims of unsafe working conditions. The allegations were raised during a protest yesterday by members of the Bahamas Communications Public Managers and Public Officers Unions. However, BTC's Executive Manager of People, Tamika Colbrook, telling ZNS News that the company's facilities are inspected on a regular basis.
Inspections generally from our facilities department would happen annually, but if there is a concern that is raised by an employee, for instance, air quality, those things are raised and they are addressed or investigated by the company promptly. In terms of Point Siena, persons are not full-time at Point Siena. As I said, out of deference to our union partners, notwithstanding 2 reports that the air quality there is clean and it is fit for occupation. All track, the issue there was AC, and the HVAC situation has almost been completely remediated.
Members also raising concerns about the dismissal of 5 employees. Addressing those claims, Colbrook says the terminations were handled appropriately.
We would generally speak or generally say that we won't comment on personnel matters for privacy reasons for the individuals involved. But at the same time, every step that would be taken or would have been taken by the company would have been in full compliance with not only the local labor laws, the industrial agreement, but also the company's policies and procedures.
Here at 11, we continue to follow a story Makushla first told you about at 7 tonight. An accident involving a 32-seat police bus colliding with a Honda Fit vehicle late this afternoon on East Bay Street near the Sydney Port Air Bridge. The Honda Fit crashed into the Betty Cole Park wall. That accident happened approximately at 5:30 this afternoon. Inside the bus, we're told, were police officers as well as male and female prisoners from the Bahamas Department of Corrections. ZNS News has also learned that a number of male and female prisoners as well as police officers were injured and taken to hospital. The accident impacted this afternoon's traffic commute and investigations are ongoing. Time for a break here, but when we come back, Christmas on North Andros. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight at 11. That story in the days of the news when we come back.
Imagine a world where every brand knows your name and every store awaits your arrival. Elite shopping, travel where luxury is a lifestyle and every journey feels like home. Dine where every flavor is just for you, every table reserved, and every moment a taste of perfection. Make every big moment even bigger. Experience banking where wealth isn't just managed, it's maximized. Step into a world without limits. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Sweet and spicy, marinated right, tossed with chili, garlic and ginger, got many flavors, like honey barbecue.
Signature hot wings, turn up the heat for you. Those pepper wings, what's your flavor?
Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken, you know.
So many flavors to try. What's your flavor? Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new.
Signature hot wings.
What's your flavor?
Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken, you know.
Those pepper wings.
Your home is your sanctuary. The last thing you need to worry about is rodents. Once they enter your property, they can be tough to get out. If you're concerned about rodents, call Rent-A-Kill initially. We offer the latest, most effective treatment for safe, fast, and long-lasting results. From prevention to elimination, our integrated approach guarantees protection. For rodent control you can trust, there's only one name in the Bahamas. Rent-A-Kill Initial.
Kids, let's go! Sean, what are you doing?
I solved it. We'll buy our life insurance policy from this company and then go over here and get our home insurance. Then get our motor policy from right over here.
Or we could just get it all with CG Atlantic. Save a lot of money and effort.
They do it all? Even pensions?
Even pensions.
We're like a husband that doesn't overcomplicate everything. CG Atlantic. Good like that.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
To some of the day's other news items this Tuesday night, creating pathways to employment for young Bahamians is at the core of a new training initiative led by the National Training Agency. Executive Director Dr. Nicole Andros says several major employers, including Baha Mar, Queens College, Atlantis, Bamboo Shack, Strawn Pest Control, and others, have already committed to working directly with trainees. According to Andros, the program is specifically focused on empowering individuals between the ages of 16 and 26.
So essentially, we organize this job fair based on our cohorts. We generally run 2 cohorts per year. So we would have just completed one last week, and so the job fair was now at the tail end of that. We're starting another cohort in February 9th, and once we're done with our standard program flow, which is 14 weeks, 4 weeks of soft skills, and then 10 weeks of practical skills, we would host another job fair at that time. And so persons can just do a search for us on the internet, NTA, National Training Agency, and go ahead and see what we have offering when our cohorts start and make themselves available to that.
We also had the chance to speak with one of the trainees who shared firsthand how the program is equipping him with practical skills and opening doors to future employment.
I did 4 weeks of job training, and I did 10 weeks of practical skills in business application and technology, where I did an introductory level in IT, where I did PC hardware, and I did all the different computer components, such as the random accessing memory and the central processing unit. And I also did the 5 Microsoft suites, such as Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, and Microsoft Outlook.
Also here at 11, it happened last evening. The battle of the high school pop bands taking over the city center. Desmond Saunders was right in the middle of all the action.
Russell Square transformed into a live music arena as 7 high school pop bands from across the country competed for bragging rights and cash prizes. 6 bands represented schools in the capital, while Grand Bahamas St. George's High School made the journey to City Center Nassau, bringing Family Island flavor to the national stage. Head of the Division of Youth, Sandina Neely.
Supporting our young people in their musical pursuits is something that is near and dear to the heart of our minister. This program is actually a baby of his. He said he wants to see these pop bands do well. You know that they're popping up all over the place, and so now we want to really be able to celebrate them.
Bands were judged on creativity, performance, musical quality, and style, delivering high-energy sets filled with original sounds and familiar Bahamian rhythms. But behind the polished performances were weeks of intense preparation. Mark Knowles led the St. Anne's Sound Waves.
Between this week and last week, we had exams straight through, so it was like exams, practice. Some of our seniors had picture day today, so it was, hurry up, take a picture. We got to go practice, and we got to make sure that we have all our T's crosses and all of our I's dots.
For students, the competition was more about trophies. It was about passion and purpose.
It's just a time for us to showcase our talent, to show the people that we feel something about this music.
It feels good to know that the people of the Bahamas are excited to see the talent that young people possess, and we are here tonight to share some of that talent, to show what the upcoming generation has to contribute to our culture.
Music educators say platforms like this inspire students far beyond the stage. Family Island schools from Anagua, Exuma, Andros, and Abaco already on a waiting list. Organizers say the stage is set for an even bigger showcase of young Bahamian talent next year. Desmond Saunders of Bahamas Tonight.
Thank you, Desmond. The holiday season officially getting underway in North Andros with the official tree lighting ceremony bringing residents together to celebrate. Our Diane Dorset was there.
The ceremony, held at the Administrators Complex in Nicholstown, featured performances by several North Andros primary schools, church choirs, the Royal Bahamas Police Force Rangers, and the countdown to the lighting of the Christmas tree, a tradition that marks the beginning of the holiday season. North Andros and the Berry Islands Member of Parliament, Leonardo Lightbourne, says he was pleased to join his constituents to kick off the Christmas season.
An event like this is once a year. You know, you see the smiles on these kids' faces, to see the duds that comes out, you can hear the junkanoo, the turtle in the background. I'm very happy to be in the position that I am, to continue to support events like this. You can hear the fireworks going on, and this is the season. This is the giving season, so I'm very happy. I'm very grateful for the opportunity that these persons here tonight have given me to be their member of parliament, and it's very important that I see that this happen throughout the Bahamas, but particularly here in North Andros tonight.
As the tree lights twinkled and the administrative building transformed into a Christmas dream, residents gathered and celebrated with family and friends. Lashima Woodside Sawyers, a resident of Mastic Point, says the display serves as a reminder of the true spirit of Christmas.
Christmas decorations bring out the joy of Christmas, the beginning of Christmas, the love and the light that really shows that Jesus is the light of the world. So the decorations really bring out all of that beauty of Christmas, the beginning of a bright and joyous holiday season.
With the tree now lit, it's Christmas season in North Andros. Reporting from Nicholstown, North Andros for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Diane Dorset.
Thank you, Diane. And the Bahamas Tonight on 11 turns to sports next. Here's Amajol with a preview of what's ahead.
Derek Jeter's Celebrity Golf Invitational makes its return. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
Have you heard about Janae's Chesapeake Road 5 days of Christmas give back? Get up to 20% off your toys or bicycles, electronic ride-on cars, four-wheelers, and motor tricycle purchases. All electrical item sales are final. Bring in a current year Janae's back-to-school purchase receipt, valued more than $50 excluding that, and get an additional 10% off. Restrictions apply. And don't forget the Christmas decorations, balls, and ornaments. Janae's Chesapeake Road's 5 days of Christmas give back going on now. Extended store hours till 7 p.m. Hurry in and get more bang for your bucks.
When Hurricane Melissa left Jamaica in the dark, 3PL stepped into the regional fight, sending a 7-member team who answered Carolex's call to help restore power. After 4 challenging weeks on the ground, they're finally back home.
Seeing the place, the condition that it was in, especially seeing the little kids, and they'd run up to you as if you're some kind of a hero. It was a life-changing experience.
So we have weather issues, we have equipment issues, and terrain, especially terrain, because, you know, they have mountains, so we are used to flat lands. We work hard hours, 16 to 18 hours a day plus, so we work very hard.
After repairs, the relief or the excitement on everyone's face. That was really, that stuck with me.
For the team, those moments mattered most. Seeing communities light up and the joy that followed.
Seeing the state, especially Black River, when we went, it was deplorable. It was like in a really bad state.
A memorable moment was seeing a very damaged area called Treasure Beach come on. We worked in that for 2 weeks. And at one point, they could not get the voltage straight down because a feeder was damaged. On our last day, we sat there and we worked through it and we were able to get it online.
There's a lot daily, going through the different rigors of what would have happened. And a lot of communities came back online because of the team effort.
There was a lot of memories created. Also, there was a lot of bonds created, meaning not just with my Bahamian brothers, but other linemen from different countries, so that's a plus.
CEO Tony Seymour welcomed the team home, praising their resilience and their dedication to the mission.
I am so excited, very, very happy to have the guys back home safe and sound and in one piece. It's even more of a pleasure to have them back home for the holidays.
Join us for the Father Martian Peters basketball tournament on Wednesday, December 17th at 10 a.m. at the Kendall G. Lysick Gymnasium. From the opening tip to the final whistle, students battle it out in a showcase of skill, teamwork, and sportsmanship. Stay locked in for the highlights, the intensity, and the moments that matter on the court. Father Martian Peters basketball tournament live Wednesday, December 17th at 10 a.m. on the ZNS Television Network and live streaming on our Facebook and YouTube platforms.
This portion of the news is brought to you by the 37 Father Martian Peters Basketball Classic, supporting our athletes in action.
Well, welcome to your Tuesday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles. Topping sports has become a staple in the local Christmas sports calendar. Baseball Hall of Famer Derek Jeter returning to the 242 for his annual celebrity golf tournament over at the Bahamas Resort that tees off later this week. Last night, the official opening / red carpet event taking place at the Jazz Club. Sent Soul sports team catching up with the legendary shortstop on being back in the Bahamas.
It's the prevention of drug and alcohol abuse for kids. I started the foundation almost 30 years ago. We'll be celebrating our 30th anniversary here next year in 2026. So golf tournament down here this is our, how many years have we been down here? 4, 3?
Third year.
Third year down here in the Bahamas. Love the Bahamas. I'm always down here. It's a wonderful place. All the celebrities and the supporters and they love it down here, especially at Bahamas. There's so much to do, but ultimately it's for giving back and raising money for my foundations. We have a lot of this, a lot of the celebrities that come year in and year out, a lot of our supporters that have supported the foundation year in for over the last 29 years. So getting a chance to see them, we have fun obviously, but ultimately it's for raising money.
Switching gears in college basketball news, Yolette McPhee-McQueen and the Ole Miss Lady Rebels continuing their winning ways as they throttled South Carolina State in historic fashion, 91-32 on Sunday afternoon at the SJB Pavilion in Oxford, Mississippi. With the win, it marks the second time under head coach Yolette McPhee-McQueen the Rebels have reached 10 wins in a season after only 11 games. Last time Ole Miss did so, McPhee-McQueen led the Rebels to a 13-1 start during the 2021-2022 season. Ole Miss's 59-point victory was also tied for the 7th widest margin of victory in program history.
Grateful to be able to play another game and be injury-free. Was really happy that some of our players were able to get some good minutes and step up and do what we're asking them to do. It's going to be important for us as we continue to try to develop.
Still on women's college hoops, Bahamian forward Rayma Collins recently was named CUSA Player of the Week. The junior had a career day in the Panthers' victory over Georgia State, where she put up 40 points on 16 of 21 shooting in the contest, the most points by any player in the CUSA so far this season. Also tied for 6th in the nation for most points scored by any individual player. On top of her dynamic scoring performance, Collins notched her 4th double-double of the season by bringing in 12 rebounds, tying her for the lead in the CUSA for double-doubles. On the season, Collins leads the CUSA in scoring at 20.7. She's 5th in rebounding, averaging just over 10 boards, and 3rd in blocks at 1.5. In college football news, wide receiver Prince Strawn is expected to enter the transfer portal. Strawn, a former 3-star recruit, has played in just one game this season for the USC Trojans after transferring from Boise State. With USC, he caught just one pass for 25 yards in a 73-13 win over Missouri State back in August. Although Strawn has battled an ankle injury earlier in the year, he's failed to see the field since the season opening win. Over the course of his collegiate career, Strawn has caught 38 passes for 603 yards and 3 touchdowns, amassing most of his production during his sophomore campaign with the Boise State Broncos. He's the 771st ranked prospect and 144th ranked wide receiver in the transfer portal, according to 24/7 Sports. And that's been a look at your sports on this Tuesday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SBDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian things, and if you got things to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting TingsyBahamas.com.
Here at Immigration Care Service, you can trust us, especially if you have experienced issues or problems with the U.S. immigration at the borders. We'll do our best to provide options and solutions to immigration roadblocks, so travelers can continue visiting the U.S. and residents can continue living their lives in the U.S. without worries. The best part? Our services are affordable and accessible. Take the mystery, confusion, and fear out of your immigration concerns. Contact Immigration Care Service today.
It's a Holy Frosty Christmas, and Wendy's and Coke is bringing the chill. This year, when you upgrade any Wendy's combo to a large, you can instantly win big with the Upgrade and Win Christmas giveaway. We're talking travel gift cards, gadgets, holiday treats, and prizes that make your Holy Frosty Christmas shine. Just upgrade your favorite lunch combo. Scan the QR code on your receipt to enter and let the holiday magic begin. Enjoy great tasting food and win big this Christmas with Wendy's and Coca-Cola's Upgrade and Win. Rules and restrictions apply.
It is time now for a look at our weather forecast this Tuesday night, and for that we say good evening to Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean.
Good evening. Our cover stall out front boundary across the southeast Bahamas, and that is triggering some showers and even some isolated thunderstorms in the central and southeastern parts of our country. As we go to our live weather radar, you can see those showers stretching all the way from the Exuma Keys all the way down into Crooked Island, Acklands, and even around the Turks and Caicos Islands, getting some offshore rain showers there. Again, a couple of thunderstorms just to the west of Crooked Island, and your temperatures around the islands this evening still pretty cool, 69 degrees in March. 65, Abaco, Greenville, Key, and Freeport, Grand Bahama at 70 degrees, and Berry Island 75, Allenstown, Bimini 72 degrees, 75 in Harbor Island, Roxanne, Eleuthera 71, 73 in Ottoson, Cat Island, Black Point, Exuma, Camp Space at Andros at 76, and also Fresh Creek, Central Andros have a temperature of 76 degrees. Georgetown, Exuma 77, Rim Key and San Salvador 73 degrees. We're picking up some 77s in Betsy Bay, Maguana, Crooked Island 74, Clarence-Town, Long Island, and Ragged Island 74, Matchetown in Nag, but this is the warm spot tonight at 84 degrees. And our neighbors to the southeast, Turks and Caicos Island, their temperature 82 degrees. Forecast tonight, mostly clear, still very breezy. Low temperature around 69 degrees, and with those strong winds, it's going to feel a lot cooler than that 69 degrees, so you might need those sweaters again tonight and that blanket to keep you nice and comfortable. And then tomorrow, we're looking at breezy again, particularly in the morning. Otherwise, lots of sunshine returning to the forecast with a high temperature climbing up to 78 degrees. And your extended weather forecasts are beautiful weather right through the weekend. And warming up a bit over the weekend, getting those temperatures up into the mid-80s, and then as we head into the early part of the week, some showers work their way back into our forecast, particularly on Monday and Tuesday of next week. Carvel.
And thank you, Basil, and thank you for being with us this late night. I'm Corval Pike and for all of us, take care, be well, and remember, we will be looking to see you again right back here tomorrow evening. Good night.
At Harold Point, I'm Ted Jervis, and this is ZNS.
Over us, a fireplace, and a Christmas tree.